Hi everyone, I'm Christy Gordson and welcome to Washington Grown. Almost 100 million pounds of blueberries are exported from our state each year, making Washington one of the top producers of this tasty fruit in the nation. So in this episode, we're talking all about the small but mighty blueberry. We'll whip up a super secret, until now, Blintz recipe at Blueberry Hills.
I mean, I've never even given it out even to my Aunt Donna. Sorry, Aunt Donna. I'm gonna let you guys have it today.
Sorry, Donna. Then we'll harvest some berries of our own and see what makes Washington one of the top blueberry producers in the nation. And everyone loves a little chocolate. We're making some tasty blueberry treats of our own at Evolve Truffles. Is that good?
Yep.
And then, oh! All that and much more on Washington Grown.
Are you ready to cook me up?
Okay, I don't have the hang of this.
So this is where we get our water.
Cheers.
Hopefully they won't eat my shoelaces. We're on the banks of Lake Chelan at Blueberry Hills. It's a farmhouse-style restaurant showcasing, surprise, surprise, blueberries. But owner Carrie Sorensen says they didn't start out as a restaurant.
We thought we were going to be a fruit stand open a few months out of the year and sell a few pies and burgers while people were picking blueberries.
Okay.
And we were discovered by the Seattle Times and named one of the top 4 restaurants in the state worth the drive for breakfast.
And here we are.
Right. And people say, wow, you guys must have had a lot of experience. And Dad says, yeah, we've eaten a lot of them. You know?
Yeah. So you weren't like chefs per se, you just loved food.
Yeah, I love to cook and love to eat. And to me, food is love.
Try new things and everyone becomes the new favorite. This is a staple for our family. We love Blueberry Hills.
We very rarely eat here more than 5 days a week. We're already looking at the menu to see what's our next meal.
We're a very relaxed, feet on the furniture kind of a place. We even let people bring their family dogs, and we love having them. They get a free frozen marrow bone.
What kind of food can people expect to eat
At
here?
Blueberry Hills.
Yeah.
You know, we do down home scratch country cooking. We actually buy butter in 50-pound blocks and cut it with piano wire. I mean, we go through a lot of butter.
And are there blueberry-inspired dishes as well?
There are. We've got our Blueberry Blintz, a blueberry mayo that we used on our burgers. We grow all of the fruit that we use for our pies.
But it's more than just that tasty food. You can leave with some berries of your own, too. They can get their hands dirty and get
Absolutely.
out in the fields, and then come in and have some lunch.
You got it.
So what are we going to make today?
We are going to make our famous Blueberry Blintzes,
Okay.
which is the coveted recipe that, I mean, I've never even given it out even to my Aunt Donna. Sorry, Aunt Donna, but at least
Aunt Donna.
I'm going to let you guys have it today. Yeah.
So exciting.
I know.
Thank
I'm
you.
excited to do it with you. It'll be great.
Thank you. Sorry, Donna. We're off to Samson Farms in Everson, one of the largest blueberry growers in the state. This family farm was started by Sam Dhaliwal, who immigrated from India more than 40 years ago. His son Rob now oversees the farm, which specializes in frozen exports and uses the most efficient technology to grow high-quality and mouth-watering berries. So it seems like the blueberry industry has kind of grown over the last several years.
Yeah, and you know, Washington, after this year, will probably be the #1 producing blueberry state in the United States.
Yay!
Yeah. Well, I think, you know, Washington farmers in general are just very progressive. You know, I think, you know, everybody that's involved just want to produce the best quality of fruit, be competitive on a global market, and they do their best to make it happen. You know, plant breeding and food safety issues and pest control issues and all sorts of, you know, aspects of that. So we're always trying to gain ground on that, you know, and try to stay as competitive as possible. We actually process all of our own, so we have 100% traceability and control over the product. So, you know, we harvest them biomechanically and then take them into our processing shed and freeze them and then send them out to various buyers.
I wanted to learn more about these technologies, so Rob invited me for a first-hand look at their berry harvesting process. And of course, I had to try some for myself.
These taste delicious, and they're nice and big.
Yeah, and it's actually really interesting because even though they're all blueberries, you know, each variety tastes a little bit different.
They do, yeah. How many varieties of blueberries are there?
It's close to about 8 or 10 different varieties that are just grown in the Northwest.
How many blueberries do you eat a day?
Well, you know, they recommend a cup a day.
It's easy to do. So good.
We farm of blueberries 140 acres.
What would that produce?
Anywhere from, you know, 16 to 20,000 pounds an acre.
That's a lot of blueberries.
Yeah. We have a winery on the farm as well, and we produce fruit wines using some of the berries we grow on the farm. So
blueberry wine.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had that.
Being a fifth-generation farmer, Rob is proud to be part of his family business.
Currently, my dad helps with management.
Yeah.
I handle all the day-to-day operations.
Okay. And you have kids?
Yes, 2 kids.
Yeah. Are they love?
They're still young, but
Yeah.
they love being out here in the fields, you know.
They love the blueberries?
Yes.
It's like eating candy.
Just about.
Nature's candy.
Yeah.
They're so good.
I asked Rob why Skagit Valley is known for growing some of the world's sweetest blueberries.
The climate is really conducive. It's nice and mild, and so the plants just thrive.
Do you think Washington will just become more well-known for the products that we're putting out?
Oh, I believe so. I think it is already,
Yeah.
and it's going to continue to be, especially, you know, being in the Pacific Rim, Japan and China and Korea. I mean, they already are familiar with the products that can go in there. So it seems like there's more and more purchasers of product over there that understand what we're doing here.
Ask someone to name a favorite superhero, and you're likely to hear Captain America, Flash Gordon, or Wonder Woman. And when naming a superfood, you might hear walnuts, salmon, asparagus, or blueberries. Superfoods, like superheroes, embody proven special powers beyond the reach of mortals. Superfood strengths are displayed in scientific data and protect us from certain diseases like cancer, heart disease, high blood pressure, diabetes, or Alzheimer's. It's difficult to attain superfood status, as many foods are clamoring for recognition, and many are currently being studied. Like Captain America, blueberries are a much-touted superhero and have withstood the tests of science and time. Historically, blueberries were a key ingredient in the Native American diet, being dried and combined with meat in their traditional dish called pemmican. A recent study published in the Journal of Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics looked at blueberries' beneficial effect on arteries and blood pressure and found that their superpowers lie partly within their blue to purple-black skin coloring, which are sources of protective antioxidants called flavonoids that promote healthy blood vessels and are beneficial for our heart and circulatory system. Blueberries also have some impressive nutritional highlights, such as being a very good source of vitamin C, fiber, manganese, and vitamin E. But what really makes blueberries cool is their ability to be added to so many different foods like muffins, scones, yogurt, oatmeal, and ice cream. While blueberries may be the size of a marble, they pack a nutritional punch that any superhero would enjoy.
Coming up, we're back at Blueberry Hills to cook up Carrie's famous Blueberry Blintz.
Wait a second.
Now we're in Linden, meeting up with Adam Enfield of Enfield Farms to chat about the next step in getting blueberries from the field to our plates.
They're picked, and then within hours, they're frozen. So
What's the benefit of that?
it captures the quality right away and the nutritional value. I mean, we like to let things get good and ripe and then pick them at the peak of ripeness.
And so when people have the frozen berries, they're basically tasting kind of just what they would taste like right now.
Yep.
So if people go into the grocery store and buy some frozen blueberries, is there a chance that they're probably from Washington?
Very good chance. Yeah, Washington has been growing rapidly in blueberry production and has got some of the best quality in the world.
Where do blueberries in Washington state go?
All around the world, really. They go to Japan, Korea, People are trying to open up markets in China and India.
Wow. So a lot of exporting and export potential.
Yep.
Everybody wants some.
It isn't blueberry processing time quite yet, but raspberry production is in full swing. The process for flash freezing blueberries is the same, so Adam's brother Andy is taking us on a tour to show us how it's done.
We call it the IQF plant.
IQF.
We're just taking fresh product and packing it into frozen.
Once the berries are picked, they're trucked to a cooler where they're stored until it's time to freeze them. When that time comes, they're sorted by hand to take out any stems or green berries and cleaned. Then the berries go through a shaker that takes out all the small pieces or soft fruit. But those aren't bad or useless raspberries. They're turned into a puree for jams, jellies, and juice concentrates. The next step is for the berries to go through the freezing tunnel.
Inside the freezer is about -30 to -40.
So after just a few minutes, the berries come out individually frozen. They go through a laser sorter and any defective berries are shot out with air. Then they're boxed up and ready to be shipped out.
So where are these boxes going?
They're going to different retail packers that'll pack them into retail bags for North America and then export.
Andy says the whole process from being picked to being packaged is finished within hours. So the next time you get frozen berries from the store, rest assured they are as fresh as can be. We're back near Lake Chelan at Blueberry Hills. It's a fun, relaxing restaurant featuring the best blueberry-inspired dishes around. From pies and Blintzes to even a blueberry mayo, this restaurant has something for everyone.
Just coming in when you're waiting in the line, which does move fast, but there's a line. You're going by all the fresh fruit, and they're making Slurpees, and then you can sample the blueberry juice, which is wonderful. And then you move on to the streusel muffins, and then you make it to order for yourself.
The food is terrific. The service is wonderful. It's just an all-around incredible place to go.
Now we're hopping into the kitchen with the owner, Carrie Sorensen, aka Blueberry Carrie, to make her top secret, until now, Blintz recipe.
Explain to people what a Blintz is.
What a Blintz is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it's two components. The first is a sweet crepe, and we put a cheese filling in it, and that actually turns it into a Blintz.
Okay, so a crepe is just the outer shell, and what you do with it makes it a Blintz.
It is.
Okay. And this is the super secret recipe?
This is it. This is even the one ingredient I always leave out when people ask me, so this is kind of a big deal.
First, we start making the filling. We dump some ricotta cheese, cream cheese, sugar, and cinnamon in a mixer, followed by the super secret ingredient.
Okay, what is it?
Can you guess?
It's an extract of some sort.
It is. It's almond extract.
We then dump it in and mix away.
So start out kind of slow unless you want to wallpaper your kitchen. All right, so now what we're going to do is a sweet crepe batter.
Okay. We start by adding some milk to a bowl.
All right.
How many
I'll take that
Blintzes
one,
is this going to make?
It's going to make between 14 or 15.
Okay.
Depending on how many crepes on the floor back there when you're flipping them.
Yeah.
We're going to find out.
Then we add some eggs, oil, sugar, and salts and mix them together.
We're going to mix it first in this thing, and then we're going to move over and we're going to make it smooth in the blender.
Then we add in our flour and give it another
Woo! It's actually
mix.
Thank God it's not live.
I know, right?
Okay, then we're going to dump this in here and see it's still kind of chunky.
Yeah.
We're going to get rid of
We
that.
can't have chunky crepes.
We can't have chunky crepes.
So what do people say about your Blintzes?
They love them. It's one of the recipes that was actually written up in the Seattle Times. We're going to blend this up a little bit.
Little dance.
Yeah, do a little dance.
It seems that there's a little bit of an art to making the perfect crepe.
Perfect crepe, yes.
An art that I have not mastered.
Well, it's been a while since I've done this.
Okay, so I get to watch from you and learn.
This could be a clown car. The first one never turns out. It's going to start to release from the pan.
Okay.
And the hardest part is you got to flip this thing over.
Standing back.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So it's loose, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh!
They don't always turn out. So when you ask me how many do we get out of this, we're going to find out. And that's why.
Okay.
All right. So we're going to try one more
That was good.
And in Carrie's case, second time's a charm.
It turned out. Sister. So the other side doesn't need to be cooked very much. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here.
Okay.
Flip.
dump it out.
Ooh, all right. And now it's my time to shine.
And you watch it really
Yeah, and
closely.
you-
It helps a lot. If you really get down there.
Now, how do I flip it?
A shove and a pull. Okay, like that.
Woo!
Hey, all right, you did it. Good job.
We fill our crepe, roll it up, top it with blueberries fresh from Blueberry Hills Farm, and some whipped cream, and then dig in.
Wait a second. Oh, that's delicious.
And that is our Blueberry Blintz.
And I can do it. I may have to throw a few over my shoulder onto the floor of the kitchen, but thank you so much.
You're
It was
welcome.
so fun.
To get the recipe for Carrie's Blueberry Blintz, log on to our website at wagrown.com. And coming up, we're in the kitchen at Second Harvest using blueberries to make a tasty salsa. We're in Bellingham at Evolve Truffles, where owners Christy and Shannon Fox are whipping up unique but always tasty chocolates. From rose and guava to coconut wasabi, these ladies know how to create flavors that will explore every part of your taste palette. They invited me to help make a batch of their cardamom blue truffle, a fan favorite that uses Washington-grown blueberries. Our first step is to make the ganache.
I see a lot of local ingredients here.
Absolutely. 95% of what we do is local. We all want a story. We all want to know where our stuff is coming from. And if you can put a finger and say, oh, it's coming from this farm, and mix it all home.
Okay, what are we gonna do? Let's do it.
Okay, so you're gonna take the blueberries and you're gonna dump them in this pot.
Okay.
We need to pop them and open them.
Pop them and open. Can I
Yeah.
do one?
Then we add sugar to the berries and heat them up.
Oh, and the chocolate.
Chocolate's melting back here.
Awesome.
It's about a pound
That
of
looks
chocolate back
good.
there.
While our berries simmer, we heat some cream from a local dairy farm, stir it into our melted chocolate, and add our blueberries.
Should people try this at home?
Absolutely. Everybody should try it. Everybody should know what it's like to feel like working with chocolate and the life that it begins to take on.
We toss in some lemon zest, salt, and the special spice, cardamom. Then it's time for the taste test.
And voila.
Oh yeah. Hey, that's good.
You just made ganache.
Just make ganache.
Christy's wife, Shannon, the other half of Evolve Truffles, shows us the next step. Once our ganache has been chilled, we roll them.
Mine's a little lopsided.
And that's the beauty of these that
Right.
are hand rolled. They're all going to be a little bit unique.
So how do you come up with some of your combinations, some of your ideas?
They're all derived from life inspirations.
Really?
And just being in love and being in an awesome state of Washington where there's so many local resources. Why go anywhere else? One is in our Pacific Northwest line. It's we call it the Columbian.
Okay.
And that is named after our friends that own Bellingham Bee Coffee, their Colombian family.
Oh,
so we call it the
cool. Okay.
Colombian. We love them so much.
That's awesome.
Now that our ganache is rolled, it's time to dip.
A coat, and then tap it, drag the bottom. The whole idea is you don't want to have too big of a foot. And you just drag it off.
Oh, you do it so fast.
I do about 3,000 of these a week.
Wow.
One by one.
Yeah.
I quickly learned dipping is harder than it looks.
Okay. Is that good?
Yep.
And then
Oh!
lost it.
Christy then shows me how to add the finishing touches, topping it off with some dried blueberries.
Yay!
And then we sign it with some chocolate to celebrate our hard work.
It's all about having fun.
The last step in the truffle making process is hand trimming each truffle with care and putting it in its little home so it's ready to be enjoyed.
I did it.
Et voila!
You're so nice. You're so encouraging and helpful.
Cheers.
Cheers. Awesome. Blueberry cardamom.
Yes.
What that is.
Summertime brings tons of berries, and my favorite, the blueberry. We're gonna take the truffles that we just made here to the Bellingham Farmers Market, and we're gonna see what the people visiting think of them. You like truffles?
Of course I like truffles.
Who doesn't?
Who doesn't like a truffle?
What I love is the contrast between the shell and the soft center.
I like truffles because they're chocolate.
What are some incredible dishes you like to eat with blueberries?
Plain.
Plain, of course.
In pies, on cakes.
I think my favorite is in the morning on cereal.
You keep looking down here. You're not even looking at me. You're just all about the chocolate, aren't you? All right, Hannah, I want you to give one of these a try. There you go. There you go. I'm gonna grab one too. And let me know what you think. Oh man.
That is so good.
Describe what you're tasting to me. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Wow, that is really good. Yeah, it kind of tastes like there's like this jelly, chocolate jelly.
The outside is like hard, and then the inside is like it's different experience.
It's a little smooth and silky.
Oh, that is good.
Has a nice tangy flavor.
Nice tangy flavor in it. Excellent.
Got a little bit of spice to it, but not too much, you know, just the right amount.
This is a blueberry cardamom truffle.
Cardamom.
Yeah, you can taste it.
Yeah.
Cardamom like the herb?
Yes.
The cardamom in there really creates kind of a depth to the flavor.
Would you get these again?
Yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
You know, I don't think I quite got a good enough taste.
You better get one more. Everybody look at the camera and give me a little wave.
We're here at the kitchen at Second Harvest, and I'm with Jandal, who's the nutrition educator here. And we've got some great nutritious stuff that we're gonna work with today. What are we gonna make?
We're gonna make halibut with a fresh blueberry salsa.
This is beautiful looking halibut.
The halibut today was delivered by Mike at Williams Seafood because he wanted to make sure I had fresh halibut.
That's awesome.
So he knocked on the door about 8:30 and gave me 2 more slices of halibut.
Way to go, Mike. We start by sprinkling our fish with some salt, drizzling it with olive oil, and putting a little butter on top. I've never had a salsa with blueberries in it.
Well, and
I'm really excited.
it has a little kick to it too because we're gonna put a jalapeno in there.
Ooh. And you like cooking your fish in foil?
I do. It seems to hold the moisture.
It's easier to clean too.
Right. That's exactly right. And it holds some moisture in the fish.
We put our fish in the oven, and while it's cooking, we start on our salsa.
If you could dice the strawberries, take off the green, and then maybe in 3 or 4 slices.
Sure.
And I'll work on the blueberries. Blueberries, first of all, are probably one of the highest fruits in antioxidants, which are wonderful and healthy. They're not exactly easy to grow for me, but for blueberry farmers, they are.
Yeah. Yeah, so you grow them then?
I do have about 12 plants in the backyard.
Oh, wow.
I get about a half a pint in the morning and eat them fresh with some yogurt.
So nice.
Yes.
It's a good way to start the day. So you're chopping up some of the blueberries?
And then the other ones will be whole.
So do you find it difficult to grow blueberries?
It takes a special soil, and so far I haven't
found it?
figured it out.
Then I chop up the jalapeno while Jandal cuts up the red onion. Tell me a little bit about what you do here at Second Harvest.
Well, we fill up classes for people who don't know how to cook. And it doesn't have to be just low-income people. We have several classes open to everyone so that they know what to do when they go to the store and get this beautiful, fresh produce.
Right. That's awesome. And the cooking classes are here in the kitchen where we are.
I did let a few people taste this salsa yesterday.
Yeah,
I made
what
some.
do you think?
And it's got quite a kick to it.
Ah.
We're going to put the juice of 1 lime in there too, and we're mixing this with a pepper jelly, which gives it a nice little sweet and nice bite to it.
And the pepper jelly, that's just, you find that at the grocery store, like the condiment section or something?
Yeah.
So how's this? This look okay?
Oh, that looks beautiful.
Okay. And in here, the whole thing?
Mm-hmm.
The whole thing. Woohoo, it's gonna be spicy. Next, I move on to the cilantro.
Cut off those ends first, and then chop the other
Okay.
part. But I'd say cut off all that.
I love fresh cilantro. It just adds a great.
You know, it's a great herb, and it's really good for you. A lot of good qualities for health.
We dump our jelly mixture into the salsa and mix away. Gosh, that looks amazing. So how do you like to eat your blueberries, like your favorite way?
I just eat them right from the plant.
That's what I do too. That is so good.
I really do. You know, I do put them in yogurt sometimes, but I just prefer them straight.
Now, we're using fresh blueberries, but can you use frozen for this?
You sure can. Blueberries are great frozen and fresh. You know, this time of the year it's hard to get fresh, but the frozen ones thaw them out and they stay nice and firm.
They do, and they are frozen, like flash frozen, you know, from the field into the bag. I mean, it doesn't take very long, so they're like at the peak of freshness when they're frozen. Look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Mm-hmm.
What do you think?
Oh, I think it looks great.
Yeah. Okay, our halibut is done.
It is. And it's hot. We'll take this one out.
Awesome. How do you know when halibut is done?
You can look at the color.
So not
so
pink
nice
or,
and
oh, it's
white.
Beautiful, yeah.
And then sometimes I cheat and go like that because the center isn't always as done as the two sides.
Okay.
And then we're gonna put some salsa on it.
Okay. Our blueberry.
But you want to try it
I
first?
do. I'm gonna.
It might have a little bite to it.
You never know with jalapenos, though, do you?
That's true.
It's nice and sweet.
Is there a bite?
Oh yeah! There it is. Woo! That's awesome.
Then Jandal scoops some of our salsa onto the halibut.
Oh, look at that.
And we'll put just a little cilantro to make it pretty.
And now the taste.
This looks amazing. I love the sweetness of the salsa, but the kick at the end, that is great.
You could add some mango to it and eat it with chips.
If you tone down maybe the jalapeno, kids might like it.
Oh, all of my grandsons love hot things, so
They probably
the
think
hotter
it's
the
fun.
better.
Here, kids, eat your fruit.
That's right. You probably
I
like
love
that.
it. What a great way to eat your blueberries.
To get this blueberry salsa recipe, log onto our website at wagrown.com. So the next time you buy some blueberries from the store, chances are they came from this great state of ours. That's it for this episode of Washington Grown. Thanks for watching.